Hi there, everyone. This is Tina, and this is your message of the day. And this comes to you for Monday, March the 11th, 2024. And this day, more than ever, the name of the month is what God wants for you to march forward, no matter what is happening within you, around you, what conflicts you think you're dealing with, what problems you don't seem to have solved. Because that might be something that is stirred up by the energy of the new moon that is still there, that is asking you to take baby steps forward towards where you want to go, no matter how impossible it seems or how illogical it seems right now. And that is why the supreme Hindu Lord of moving forward and removing obstacles has come forward. He's literally known for that. Infinite happiness is begging, you can say, to come through your door. So just trust and believe, no matter how difficult it seems right now, that you have a bad cold, you have bills to pay, it doesn't make any sense, money just disappears on you, all of that, let it go. But let it come up. Don't stir it aside this day and say, I'm going to deal with that someday, and I'm going to find a solution, and I'm going to ask this one, and I'm going to ask that one, and I'm going to find rituals and methods to do it. This day, decide right here and right now what steps you're going to take forward to go forward. So baby steps, just write them down if you have to and do something towards it. He wants to help you with that. Just look at this visual for a minute of Lord Ganesh Ji right here. And what part of him is calling to you? What stands out immediately? A color, a symbol, one of the words. That's your immediate blessing of spontaneous movement, quantum leaps. That's why that orb is behind him and is green and is filled with geometric structures that you don't have to even understand. If you do, good for you. That means that's one of your lessons that you can learn from and method that you can apply. But if you don't, it's just the universe that's connected to you. Ideas, inspiration. There's no conflict between mind and heart this day. That often seems to be the problem also. Which one is stronger? And which one do I trust? Just trust him. Trust that you are guided. You're listening. You're receiving this message for a reason. You're rising. You're changing. And changing as you want to change, not just being led along. So look into his eyes for one moment. Just soak that love in. Don't even understand what form of language it's speaking or anything. Just love. I'm loved. I need this support. I need to be understood. I need to be accepted. Whatever you need, use those words. Often we don't use that because we think it's, again, complaining or going into the negative. I need means this is where I feel I'm lacking or feeling limited. Fill that cup up and look at his right hand then, literally holding what is called laddus, sweets, the sweetness of the universe. Each one of them, you can name them. These sweets of the universe, Lord Ganesh Ji, please help me receive them for whatever need comes up and however you want it to be filled. It's that easy, child, divine child of God, it's that easy. You don't have to be perfect to reach him. But yes, there is a mantra that will be shared a little bit later while we cross all the other messages that he wants to give us. That's why he has his hand up. Just relax, balanced. You don't even have to understand what that symbol is. It's the symbol of balance, of mind, body, spirit, of all the quarters, all the directions, everything pouring into you. This is not going to be a mini lesson for you. It's just going to be a way to easily understand what you're seeing. So it's not meaningless in that sense. And then you can derive your own understanding of it and feel even wiser than you are now. That higher self that self that's always connected to the Akashic spaces, and you don't even realize it because you don't have the language or you don't have the words, and you just sit and then say, what do I do with this knowledge that I have? Ask for that even. Maybe you have knowledge that you don't know what to do with. Maybe you are a New Age practitioner or you're a Reiki practitioner and you don't know what to do. Maybe you're an artist, a computer programmer, anything, a doctor, and you just don't know what to do. Find that practical steps forward this day. Do that for yourself. Because see the words, infinite abundance. Infinite abundance means it's never going to stop coming. It doesn't mean that just this day you're connecting with him and off he goes. He's always there for you when your heart calls. The universe, Divine Father, Divine Mother, all of the heavenly realms are always there for you. Just waiting for you to ask. Heaven does not like to see you miserable, nor do the heavenly forces. So why do you choose to be miserable then? Don't. He's even holding up a holy spear. Literally think of it as the holy sword of light of Archangel Michael, those who recognize that. It's cutting away, literally cutting away those obstacles. I choose to use this holy spear, Lord Ganesh Ji, to remove. Move what? Anything that does not serve you. Bad habits, negative situations. That doesn't mean you're hurting people. You're just asking the negative to be transmuted back to light, to love. Never ever would Lord Ganesh Ji or any heavenly form of life ask you to hurt another or manipulate or dominate. So don't think that if you're holding this, you have the right to just do anything. Of course, it's in balance. Of course, it's guided by the Akashic forces, the heavenly forces, for better, for the highest and best and good of all involved. Think of it that way. That's why it's shaped also a certain way if you want to examine that. And look at the holy crystal all over his crown and just showing up in different spaces. Also, in his necklace, that's the holy ruby, the holy flame that is helping literally your sacral region and navel region and root region to rise and shine. That's why it's red, right? And it's there too in his crown. So it's telling you wherever you're feeling disempowered today, put it back in. The holy ones will know what time, what way, what method, how much you need to do. That's why it's very carefully implanted into different parts of your chakras. You don't even have to know where it is. You'll just feel a change, a shift, a vibration. You'll feel called to do something because just recognize that spontaneity, yes, is going to keep coming at you this day. You can't just sit still and do nothing. You'll be asked to do something, but it'll be very enjoyable, fun, empowering, different, adventurous. That's the way you're meant to be. You're not meant to be like a machine and just experiencing trouble and getting great spiritual lessons, but you're miserable through the process and crying through all of it. That is not learning, that is suffering. And suffering does not teach you anything but to suffer more. That's why he's cutting all that away. And that's why there's also green, little green blobs all over for abundance, for feeling, for creativity, and to use again further the power of feeling flowing from yesterday and now even you can say gathering more divine magic and power and vibrancy and flow from all the movement of the universe that is just moving you forward towards feeling good. It's that simple. At the end of the day, what do we want? Peace. To just feel happy and good. to be able to smile just because. Not because there's some situation that went right, just because you just feel good. Just being loved by the universe and just being alive. That's why we do gratitude every day, sometimes for the most basic of reasons. On a day where it seems like you did not enjoy at all, and you suffered, and were angry, or were yelled at, or you were in some form of a conflict, or you had suffering, and you're like, this day might not even have any reason for me to feel grateful. Already start with this green blob of joy. I choose to implant this into my day, into activities, into decisions, into what I do want to still manifest. Don't lose your heart's desires. And then, if they're good for you and for your highest and best, a way and a pathway will be made forward. Now you're saying, does that mean something will come as a no? An answer that will stop me from going somewhere? If it's not for your highest good and the highest good of anyone involved, you'll be told what is the best approach and how to understand it, but you will be at peace about that, and so will the other person. No more conflict, no more worrying, no more dominating, no more trying, and no more hesitation. You just flow with wherever it is you're supposed to go. Life purpose, it'll come to you. Because look at his eyes again for that. If you see his trunk, it's going straight into the laddus. That means it says, if you just look at me and you trust your intuition. Look at the beautiful symbol on top of his trunk. Ask for that symbol of guidance to help you forward. You don't even have to know the names of these, but just keep looking at it and feel it literally guiding you. That way it'll become meaningful and real. And if you see the symbol, then close to his eyes and very close to his third eye, it's a supreme symbol, the Trishul, the spear, an arrow, and pointed arrow of the universe. Mind, body, spirit, again, balance. Take a moment to see what form of balance it is you need. Why is it near the third eye? What you see this day. Anything that is bothering you in your immediate environment that you're just looking at and saying, I have to deal with this again. Say it exactly that way. That doesn't make you less spiritual, it makes you real. What is it then that you choose to balance out? With the power of the universe now with you. He's right there looking at you saying, dear child, that Trishul, then below it is the supreme symbol of Om, the cosmic heart, the cosmic wisdom, the cosmic whatever you want to make it. Divine ones have not changed. Heaven has not changed. My pathway has not changed. My blessings have not changed. It's still meaningful. No matter what age you are, don't think about all that you could not accomplish yesterday or was supposed to accomplish or where you're supposed to have been. That's supposed to have been, even throw that away. With that spear, change it and cut it away. For supreme peace within your heart and to be just relaxed and remain focused on just what it is that brings you joy. The supreme lotus he's holding. Even that he's holding up for you, right into the orb. So you just trust your intuition. Yes, sometimes it's difficult. Yes, sometimes practical reality will tell you to think differently, or people around you will tell you to think differently. Go back to my lotus. Feel my presence in that child. You can even implant that lotus somewhere into whatever activity or decision or even expression, you can say, creative expression, conversation, words, prayers you say about your future this day. That's your manifestation already being worked upon. You can literally have a conversation with him just looking at this image in your own way. Now, that doesn't seem any ritualistic, right? Is he going to listen to me? Of course he's going to listen to you. Ask to first feel his presence in some way around you. And sit down quietly in a respectful position as if you're doing a prayer. And it doesn't have to be verbal. It can be just mental, just in your mind, just looking at him. Please just help me feel your presence so that I know that I'm going forward. And most and foremost, you should feel deserving of all of this, because your self-esteem will also act up a lot, because the new moon is stirring that for a good reason, to just make you feel good about who you are today, not who you're supposed to be. That's why you're wearing that shawl also as he is. Wrap that around you every time you start to want to give up or get tired. The old comes back. That's why it's aqua colored, gentle, soothing, clearing. And if you see on the bottom is the violet flame, the violet color, saying whatever it is, that you don't even know what it is that you keep on carrying around all the time but irritates you and stops you and lessens that appeal of life that you should have right now. Don't figure it out. Just clear it away, because it doesn't work for you. All he wants you to know is that obstacles are being removed, and trust that and ask for obstacle removal. Don't sit there and analyze how it's being done and whether it will happen. Of course it will happen. This is the supreme form of Divine Father, the very son of Lord Shiv Ji, a supreme form of the Divine Father. So even youthful vibrancy is being restored back to you. How nice is that, right? And everywhere you see he's wearing also on each one of his arms and close to his wrist, bracelets of crystalline energy. Connect to any one of those for whatever purpose it is that you think that you want to derive from them. There's no standardized, you can say, explanation of that. Your heart will know it. That's why you're being asked to use your higher self this day. Oh, I can actually connect to him and I'm that smart. Yes, you're that smart. Acknowledge you're being smart this day actually. And look back into his eyes every time you lose that sensibility or love of self or love of life or love for others. The feeling of love, just because, not because I love. Sometimes we use I love very specifically and we just lose the general feeling of love to just flow in the river of love. Ask for that. Ask for that orb to help you flow in the river of love just because you can. Just to feel good for no other reason. The rest will fall into place very easily, because then love will be glowing and flowing through everything you say, do, feel, experience, try, receive, understand, speculate upon, all of it. And he's saying, I'm right there holding my palms up towards you and my hand is holding your gifts. So it's covered. Think of it as safe and secure. Guidance and protection, receiving and preparation for the best. It's all being done. How can you go wrong? Look at the amount of symbols he's carrying in this little image. This seems little, but it's the infinite power of the universe, and it can be that simple. Within you, you carry actually the whole power of the universe and you don't even realize it. How preciously you've been made. How unique you are. And each of your manifestations actually helps the universe grow and become more of what God wants, what the Creator wants to see. How nice is that, right? To be part of that tapestry and painting. Think of yourself that way. So you have not made any mistakes, nor are you in any way a mistake or gone wrong. Ask where it is that you have shunned the light, or stopped the light, or forgotten your true self, and come back to that more and more this day. The new moon energy is very much still there guiding you, and all of the angelic forces, of course, very much work with Lord Ganesh Ji. There's no disconnect from anyone. So obstacles, they're being removed. Spiritual support and connections, they're increasing. And with the message of the day, you'll also get a mantra of Sanskrit, which I will now recite for everybody. Just listen to it, if nothing else. But also the words will be given if you want to say it for yourself. OM GAM GANAPATAYE NAMAHA. OM GAM GANAPATAYE NAMAHA. OM GAM GANAPATAYE NAMAHA. So enjoy your life, enjoy this day, and enjoy the beautiful miracle tapestry that is ready for you to pick it up and enjoy it. And this comes to you supremely and beautifully from the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. And Kyle can be reached at kylegray.co.uk. And the supremely beautiful way that the light shines and glows, vibrates, comes through the art of Lily Moses, and Lily can be reached at lilymoses.com. And this is Tina, signing off for now. And we meet again later, and thank you for all the wonderful words and kind messages and acknowledgement that each one of you gives. That's love. That's our cosmic family growing and glowing together. Let's just all go forward together. Bye for now.